Hi, I'm Teresa Frosini.
And I'm Kyle Noonan, and this is Local Fare.
Did you know people in the DFW area eat out more than double the national average? Well, we certainly love to eat, but we don't always know where to eat. That's where we come in. We invite 3 everyday diners to suggest their favorite restaurant, then let you in on the conversation as the other 2 talk about their experience.
That's right, Teresa. No professional restaurant critics here. We ask real people to give us their real opinions on the places they visit. We've got a fresh batch of restaurants today, so let's see what's cooking this week right here on Local Fare. Thank you for joining us, like always, right here at Bowl & Barrel, where you can bowl a few frames, grab a drink in our full-service bar, or enjoy a great meal in our beautiful restaurant. It also happens to serve as the perfect backdrop for our guest reviewers to discuss this week's 3 restaurants. So here's Teresa with this week's guests.
Okay, so this week we brought in 3 people from the DFW area who suggested their favorite restaurant for the others to go visit, come back here, and tell us what they think. Our guests this week are Matthew Mosley. He's an accounting manager from Richardson and suggested Bamboo. Gail McCoy, a merchandising manager from Louisville, who suggested Whiskey Cake, and Kevin Hand, a director of sales from Dallas, who wanted the group to try Tillmans Roadhouse.
So we'll start off this week with a place Thai enthusiasts say is dedicated to bringing traditional Asian dishes to the far North Dallas area.
สวัสดีค่ะ Hello, I'm Shelly. This is Bamboo Thai Asian cuisine in Richardson off of Court and Campbell. So please feel free to come and try us out. Bamboo is considered to be the northeastern style of restaurant. It's what we call the Isan region. Our style of cuisine is very different from Central Thai or Northern Thai or Southern Thai. More on the fresh ingredients, more on fresh herbs and spices. The atmosphere here at Bamboo is very cozy and enjoy a nice meal that is not overpriced and with nice drinks to it. It's just very cozy to me and very warm when you walk in. I would describe Bamboo as a very unique places where the dishes are prepared to the taste, where you would taste everything in a dish, where there is no condiments on the table where you would add additional flavoring to it. Everything's made homemade here with the freshest ingredients.
All right, so let's talk about Bamboo. That was your choice.
Yes.
All right, tell me a little bit about Bamboo and what makes you like that as one of your favorite restaurants.
Well, it's a hole-in-the-wall restaurant that it's been around for a couple of years, but in addition to the normal fare that they have that you'd find at just about any other Thai restaurant, they've got an extended menu which you'll see in chalk writing on the wall, and it's been kind of a mom and pop operation for a long time. I think they have like 12 tables on the inside, and they've got 5 tables outside, but you got to go on a nice day.
Sure.
But the food has always been top quality. The service has been amazing. Even the drinks that they offer. They've got a full bar, but they've got traditional Thai drinks. Hands down, the best drink has got to be the Thai tea that they've got. It's a milk tea, but amongst all the other things that they've got there, just on top of it, the service is amazing. You'll get the hole-in-the-wall quality, you'll get the amazing food, but the service and the price just hands down beat anything else that's out there.
I agree with you. Their cocktail menu was really had a good size of variety on it, but also to the lemon drop teeny. We watched around the corner over the bar, and they squeezed the fruit fresh there. So we had fresh lemons into the glass, and when they make their margarita teeny, they use fresh limes. So it was really a nice touch. I liked it a lot.
Wow, now with it being that few of tables, did you have to wait when you went on an evening?
No, we got right in. We went on a weeknight and we were no wait. Now it got crowded as we were leaving.
It did, yeah.
Yeah, but I agree. The atmosphere is really cozy.
The first time that I went, it was empty. It was easy to walk in and get a table right away. Just about a month ago, when I went on a Friday night, we had to wait for an hour and a half just to get a table. It's gotten to the point that it's started to build that notoriety with the community. It's so tiny and it's kind of tucked in a corner that it's hard to find, but it's one of those restaurants that's worth the trip to go to. And now that people are starting to pick up on it, you have to go at either earlier times or later times.
Yeah. Now, when did you go, Kevin? Did you do a lunch or a dinner?
I actually went for lunch, and my experience was a little bit different than yours. I didn't fully love the atmosphere. It was, I mean, I guess the atmosphere was okay, but it was just the staff. I felt like didn't get as much attention as I thought I should on a lunchtime rush, assuming that we're all working. And
one of the things, one of the things that we liked too was that when we were sitting there, we had a lot of questions, and the manager came over almost every course and asked us, what do you like about it? And she gave us all the ingredients and was explaining to us whether it was traditional Thai or whether, and that was, a good experience for us because I don't eat Thai food, and I always thought it was all curry. So when I found out that it wasn't all curry, I was really excited and had all kinds of great choices. So
what did you like the most on the menu that you?
I liked what I had for dinner, and it was the pad ki mao, and it was like the broad rice noodles, and it was the stir fry with vegetables and shrimp and egg, and it was so good.
And what did you have to eat when you were there?
I had the chicken pad Thai, and I've obviously done a lot of things in my career, and I actually worked at a Thai restaurant at some point, and just knowing that cuisine, it just wasn't what I would expect. But it was good. It was decent. It was something that I would probably go to for lunch again, and give them another chance.
Okay, so let's rate this one. All right. So with that being said, on a scale from 1 to 5, where would you rate this one?
Probably a 3.
Okay. All right. Fair. How about for you?
I would give it a 4.
Okay, Gail, a 4. And
right.
I know you recommended it. But
I've got to give it a 5, and my reason is that I've had Thai food all over the world, and hands down, this is the best that I've seen anywhere. My favorite's the pad ki mao. Get a little bit of extra peanut sauce in it, and the service experience has been a little bit different than what I'm used to. I've had great service the whole time, so I got to give them a 5.
All right. Well, I love the recommendation. So great, thank you. When we come back, we'll visit a place that's serving up tasty farm-to-plate dishes out of a from-scratch-only kitchen. Stay with us.
Just a craft approach to making drinks that have layers of flavors, just like we approach our menu on our food.
If you're looking for a truly unique entertainment experience, look no further than Bowl & Barrel, Dallas' only modern American restaurant and tavern complete with 15 state-of-the-art bowling lanes. Whether it's a casual date, a private party, or a corporate event, Bowl & Barrel is a great way to spend an afternoon or evening, and the place everyone will be talking about the next day. Great food, great drinks, and great bowling. What are you waiting for? Let's roll. Bowl & Barrel, 8084 Park Lane, Dallas.
Welcome back to Local Fare, where we take 3 regular DFW restaurant goers, have them suggest their favorite restaurant, have the other 2 go for a visit, and then they all come back here to tell us what they think. Gail McCoy says Whiskey Cake uses slow cooking methods to create the perfect combination of casual and gourmet eating.
Hi, I'm Scott Scherer. I'm the Director of Operations for Whiskey Cake Kitchen and Bar. We're located at the corner of Parker and the Dallas Tollway in Plano, Texas. Well, Whiskey Cake Kitchen and Bar is an American tavern gastropub, a good blend of both. We really focus on artisan beers and craft beers and more about quality than quantity. The food is centered around a farm to fork and garden to glass type of mentality. It's a chef-driven menu. A lot of dishes that are familiar to people and put a little whiskey cake twist on them. We cook over live wood, and what that means is the wood still has a little water content left in it, so it smokes more. It's a mesquite wood and adds a ton of flavor to our dishes. We take a very laid-back approach to what we do. We're very serious about our food and service, but we certainly want it to be comfortable. We want you to feel like you're coming into our home. And I think when people come in, they feel that. It's a warm environment. We certainly try to approach it that way. We're not afraid to keep the music a little louder, but not so loud you can't hear yourself talk.
All right, Gail, Whiskey Cake. Tell me about, is this a bakery? Tell me about this place.
No, it's actually a restaurant that specializes in repurposing the interior and the things that they use, as well as locally grown and procured products. And so they have their own herb garden, and they pull from that. And so it's really, I like it because it's, I don't want to say sustainable, but they really support the local farmer and the local marketing.
Wow, do you have a favorite dish that you like to get there, or an appetizer? Or?
Probably my favorite would be the 3 Little Pigs. It's an appetizer, and they're fried green tomatoes.
Did you have the 3 Little Pigs?
Yeah. They come out, they're 3 little pulled pork sandwiches. They have this amazing slaw on top, and they come out on this brick. Everything's repurposed. So your hamburger come out on a tile. Your pork sandwich is going to come out on a brick, or you're going to be eating on a different plate from the person next to you. So they repurpose. Yeah. So
I saw your face go when she said that.
Well,
What did you try?
I've tried the appetizers, and one of the things that they specialize and change often is the deviled eggs.
Okay.
So every time you go, it's something new, and part of it is from the garden that they have in the back. Whatever is growing that week, that's kind of becomes part of the menu.
Go in there. Okay.
So when I went, we had the BLT deviled eggs. It had a little bit of tomato on it and some bacon. Never had it that way, but it was fantastic.
You wouldn't see deviled egg on a menu normally, especially as an appetizer. You're kind of going, this is not my grandmother's picnic. This is a restaurant.
Yeah.
Well, I had to ask them. I was like, okay, what's the flavor of the develed eggs this week? And they're like, oh yeah, it's this. And I was like, gotta try it. It's new.
Interesting. What did you try when you went coming?
Again, I went for lunch, and I just a sandwich, and it was just the way that it was presented. It was very different, not normal plating like you said. I didn't really know much about it going into the restaurant, but it was very delicious. Like I love the food there. The ambiance in the whole place was awesome.
They changed their menu seasonally, which is something else that I really like about it, to go along with the fresh products. Whatever is available seasonally, they will feature on their menu.
Nice. And Matthew, what did you have?
I've gone probably a dozen times. I discovered it about a year ago, just looking for a place for chicken and waffles.
Okay.
But they only serve that during brunch, which they do Saturday and Sunday mornings till I think like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Chicken and waffles is the best chicken and waffles anywhere. It's a regular Belgian waffle with bacon cooked into it, topped with the maple syrup, and then chicken fingers and egg the way you want it, and then they pour their gravy or their sausage gravy over the top. It's decadent to the T, but it is the best chicken and waffles.
Their brunch is one of the best, and they have a Bloody Mary bar where they'll pour you the vodka, and you can go over there and you can make your Bloody Mary any way you want. I mean, they have all this fresh herbs and fresh vegetables and fruits and things that you can put into your Bloody Mary.
So it sounds
concept.
like, is it more American fare than it's sort of like that good home cooking that you're going to get,
with
like
you
said, with
yeah.
a twist? I like that.
Did you have the whiskey cake though? Did you try the
I was going to say, do they have a whiskey cake in the dessert?
Yeah. They do, but I didn't, unfortunately.
You've tried it, I take it.
I don't care.
Like, you have to,
I don't care how much you eat. You have to have the whiskey cake. Even if they tell you to save room for dessert, you're like, no, but bring it anyway.
What makes you like it so much?
I don't know exactly. It's not really chocolate. It's kind of a toffee flavored maybe, but it has these caramelized pecans on it, and then the whiskey and the simple syrup are baked into the cake, so it's really dense and moist. And it's served with fresh whipped cream and a fresh vanilla anglaise.
Next time you'll have to try that. I think so.
Yeah.
All right, let's rate this one. Scale of 1 to 5.
I will actually give it a 5. It
Wow,
was,
okay.
Yeah, I'll definitely go back.
Good. Okay, Matthew.
I got to give it a 5. I've never been disappointed.
Right. And definitely a brunch spot for you.
Definitely a brunch
like.
spot.
All right. I know you recommended it, Gail.
I'm going to give it a 5. Everything from the atmosphere to the food, I just love it. It's one of my favorite places to go.
All right, another great selection, and thank you. When we come back, we'll visit a place that takes ethnic and regional traditions to a new level to create a menu that's both new and familiar.
We have a wonderful venison chili pie, our chicken fried steak, which we are very well known for.
If you're looking for a truly unique entertainment experience, look no further than Bowl & Barrel, Dallas' only modern American restaurant and tavern complete with 15 state-of-the-art bowling lanes. Whether it's a casual date, a private party, or a corporate event, Bowl & Barrel is a great way to spend an afternoon or evening, and the place everyone will be talking about the next day. Great food, great drinks, and great bowling. What are you waiting for? Let's roll. Bowl & Barrel, 8084 Park Lane, Dallas.
Welcome back. Our last restaurant was suggested by Kevin Han, who says Tillmans Roadhouse is a place with regional menu favorites, familiar tunes, and hospitality where no one is a stranger.
Hi, my name is Cody Brandt, Executive Chef for Tillmans Roadhouse here in Fort Worth, Texas. Tillmans Roadhouse, we're what we like to call a good time, anytime destination. We like to take foods from the classic Texas vernacular and simple home ideas and elevate them to another level. We like to keep things fresh. We like to keep things local as much as possible, and we are all about from scratch cooking. You know, it's not odd to see a couple in suits, ties, and dresses next to some guys in, shorts and t-shirts. We'll take all comers, families, kids, we love them all. And, with our atmosphere, kind of fun, kind of funky, we're a roadhouse in name and spirit. You know, we'll come in on a Saturday night and, you know, you'll be sitting next to a table and you want to make friends. You know, it's going to be loud, it's going to be a little raucous, people are going to be drinking and have a good time, and really that's what, you know, a dining out experience should be. The decor is definitely fun, it's funky. It's the modern vision of the Texas Roadhouse. You know, it gives us their own vibe and their own style.
All right, Kevin, tell me about Tillmans Roadhouse. What makes that one of your favorites?
Well, I went there with a whole group of my friends, so there was quite a few of us. We were able to get in fairly in a timely manner. The food was amazing. We had probably the best thing by far was the s'mores, the tableside s'mores.
Like the dessert. You're like that.
I mean, I'm like, let's just get to the fun part, which was that. It was probably the thing that made it the most, but really just, again,
You make them beside, like at the table?
Yeah, they bring you literally a fire and a canister, and then you just hold your marshmallow over the flame.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like
Did all of you guys do this?
I did the s'mores.
You did the s'mores.
I saw it, everybody around me was doing the s'mores, so I told the waiter, give me something different, and he brought out chocolate chip cookies and ice cream. And I was like,
yeah.
Good too, though.
But
the s'mores were better.
The s'mores were better because it's fire, and
Yeah.
who doesn't want to do that?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, so you love the desserts. What else?
The food is just not your normal. Like they had, I think I got the Frito pie there, and it wasn't just normal, just regular chili. It was venison chili, which was different and unique.
Yeah.
There was always just a little bit of a twist to the menu in my mind, and
We got the chicken and dumplings, and like you said, it's like a twist because the chicken was pieces of chicken, and it was pan roasted, and then it had, instead of dumplings, it had herb gnocchi.
I had the chicken fried steak, and it's not like a normal chicken fried steak. They took tenderloin medallions, and you get 3 of them, and then they batter and fry them, and it came out tasting well, but it was more kind of the dressing and the gravy and whatnot that went on it that was more the flavor to that.
Now, is this a higher end place you're going to go to as far as money? Is it like a date place that you're going to go? It's more of a serious or a celebration or something?
it's more of a higher end, but it's not like outrageous.
Okay.
But it's definitely one of those ones where you want to go to on a special occasion or.
Okay. All right. And you said you love the decor, and tell me a little bit about
The
that.
decor, I'm not even sure how to describe it. It's like upscale ranch house. I don't know,
Very,
rustic.
like-
You know, there was a really good mix of like the woods and the natural woods and the kind of ranch house feel, but yet it had some very upscale. We sat at a booth with the banquette. It had this big velvet banquette with pillows in the booth, and so you were comfortable, but yet you still felt you were in, you know, like the Roadhouse type atmosphere as well.
Gotcha. Is this a place you take your kids? Like, this is not
no.
really family. This is more, it's a date, or it's a grown-up
Special
time.
occasion,
All right.
date night.
Anybody
yeah.
do any specialty drinks or appetizers or anything?
Yeah, we did. We did a couple of the specialty drinks. We did the blood orange margarita, and then we also did the Sassy Sarah, which is named after the owner.
Okay.
And it was interesting. It was, again, something that was a little twist. It had like the vanilla vodka. I forgot what else was in it. It was a vanilla vodka and then a lemon lime mixture and then a jalapeno slice to cut the sweetness. It was interesting.
Really? So obviously this is one you'll probably go back to again, I'm sure.
I would.
All right. Any downside to anything that you didn't necessarily like?
Aside from the price, some of the food didn't bring out a whole lot of flavor. So
Okay.
for what you're paying, you're getting more the presentation, the higher end attitude with it, really more so than the quality. If you're wanting something with a lot more taste and flavor and variety, you're going to likely find that somewhere else.
Okay.
Overall, the food was good, but for the price, it didn't line up.
All right. And it sounds like one of the things that you like about it too is that it has that little twist to it. Everything sort of has its you know, something you've normally had, but a little twist. So, all right, let's rate this one, okay? So, scale from 1 to 5, what would you?
I'd have to give it a 3. The food was good, the service was good.
Okay.
It's not my cup of tea,
Okay.
and it wasn't up to par, in
Gotcha.
my opinion.
Gail, how about for you?
I would give it a 4.
Okay.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I mean, I thought the food was fresh and it was really good. And again, it had we had lobster tamales, so it was a good variety and unusual.
A lot of different
Yeah.
things, it sounds like. I know you chose it, so what
Clearly, I got to give it a 5.
Of course.
But it's not something I would go to on a daily, weekly
Sure.
basis. But it's something fun to go to just for the experience and the atmosphere.
Right. All right, Kevin, thanks for recommending it. When we come back, our restaurant expert Kyle Noonan and I will recap the 3 restaurants we discussed this week and tell you about next week's visits. Stay with us.
If you're looking for a truly unique entertainment experience, look no further than Bowl and Barrel, Dallas' only modern American restaurant and tavern complete with 15 state-of-the-art bowling lanes. Whether it's a casual date, a private party, or a corporate event, Bowl and Barrel is a great way to spend an afternoon or evening and the place everyone will be talking about the next day. Great food, great drinks, and great bowling. What are you waiting for? Let's roll. Bowl and Barrel, 8084 Park Lane, Dallas.
All right, so these are three very different restaurants. We had a Thai restaurant, Bamboo, Tillmans Roadhouse, and then we had Whiskey Cake.
Right. Well, it was really kind of East meets West here because we have two very authentic American cuisine type places, and then we had a Thai place. And no surprise, our Thai place is in Richardson. Richardson is, if you want good Asian cuisine of any kind, go to Richardson.
That's
Just tool around there. I mean, the food that you can eat there is fantastic.
You know, Gail made such a good point that she is always maybe a little intimidated to go eat Thai food because she thought everything was curry based, and she really found that the menu was pretty vast. There's a lot of choices on there.
Yeah, you know, it's funny because when you live in a country, you grow up in a country, and you hear about other cuisines from other countries, whether it be Thai or Italian or whatever the case may be, you think that there's one type of Italian or one type of Thai, and it's, you know, that's what people eat. But just like in America, people eat, you know, hot dogs and hamburgers and pizza and chicken fried steak and you name it. There's tons of different cuisines here in America. Well, same thing goes for other countries like Thai food. You can get wonderful flavor profiles, and then you're not just stuck to curry if you don't like curry.
Gotcha. Now, we talked about Whiskey Cake, and one of the things that Matthew had said was at the brunch, the chicken and waffles, he said he's tried them all over. He thought that they were fantastic.
Yeah, they do a great job. Great friends of mine. They really do things the right way. Everything from growing herbs out in the garden to you know, bringing fresh product in, really locally sourcing things, and then the cooks in the back are very talented. And then not to mention, it's just kind of fun and quirky. Any place called Whiskey Cake,
It sounds great.
It piques your interest. And then if you go to Whiskey Cake and you don't try the Whiskey Cake,
that's exactly what Gail said.
You've messed up. You're not doing things right. You know, that thing is just change your life good. It's magical.
Change your life good. Tillmans Roadhouse, they talked about, you know, how it just had that Roadhouse feel, but everything had a little bit of a different spin on it.
It does, and you know, it was really one of the first places in Bishop's Art District to make Bishop's Art District what it is today and what we know, and this kind of avant-garde, hip place to go, and it was really almost kind of started that trend because it's kind of avant-garde and hip, and they take the traditional burger or whatever it might be, but put a unique twist on it. So it's a lot of fun.
All right, Kyle, so it sounds like they just put their own spin on things.
They do.
All right, thanks so much. Next week on Local Fare, we visit 3 more Dallas-Fort Worth hotspots, all suggested and reviewed by viewers like you.
And if you would like to be a guest on Local Fare, visit our website at localfaredfw.com and click on Be a Guest Reviewer. That's all for this week. Thank you for joining us, and get out and enjoy the Local Fare. We'll see you next week.